There we go. Well, hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to the Women Got Games podcast. I think we're on episode what, five, six, five, six?
Mm.
I don't know. Um, but yes, happy Sunday. How are you doing, Miss Gaming Gadgets and Technology? Rosette?
Amazing.
You're doing amazing.
No headaches, no worries, no pains, no aches. I am
Good.
actually in an amazing mood and I love it.
Well, I love it too. I love hearing you like this. This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it. Okay, that's good. I'm doing meh, meh. Not a bad day. Today's actually started out pretty funny. So very quick story this morning. Josh thought it would be funny to bother his dad because his dad was downstairs, and of course, um, we have the FiOS system in our house for the TVs and stuff. So
hmm
they're all connected to Wi-Fi, and so YouTube is available on our cable box. So if you put a YouTube video on your phone, you can screencast it to any cable box in the house. So Josh thought it would be funny to screencast Rick Ashley's Never Gonna Give You Up on his dad's TV.
Oh,
So we laughed hysterically for like 20 minutes because it was so funny. And then Josh goes downstairs and he's like, "You just got Rick rolled."
mm-mm.
It was hysterical.
What does
Um,
dad do?
he was like, "I was wondering what that was."
But he left it though?
Well, he figured out that eventually if he just changed the channel, it would go away. But it took him a while. So, like, it was just like, "Never gonna give you up." So that was really hysterical. But yeah, so that was a funny morning bit. Now I'm just, enjoying my coffee. I just had lunch, so I'm good. Feeling good. Um, so there's like so many things that we could talk about. But the biggest thing that I guess wanted to talk about was because this has been a very odd year. Oh, first of all, before I start on that, let me just give a shout out to a couple of comments that we got from someone called The Thinker because we don't have the ability to put stuff on our screen yet. But
Yeah.
no, 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 not from like not from these are comments from previous podcasts.
Oh,
Um so I guess this is the one where we were talking about the Xbox and using it as a gaming PC because you can add a controller and a keyboard. And he commented and said, "I am an Xbox gamer that uses a controller and keyboard and mouse on my Xbox. I recently bought the Razer Torrent keyboard and the mouse for the Xbox, and I love it. They made it for a couch gaming experience. It sits right on your lap and it's comfortable and it's really nice. If you play an Xbox game on your PC, you're still playing on Xbox. You have to be signed into your Xbox account. You have to play on Xbox Live and everything that's on the Xbox console. So that is true because you do have to sign into Xbox Live if you're playing an Xbox game on PC. And I'm pretty sure that's the kind of user experience that PlayStation is trying to integrate, but people are not very happy about it. But yeah, so that was his comment. So I just wanted to shout him out for posting a nice long comment. So thank you. If you hear this podcast, then you just got shouted out.
awesome.
Okay. So that's cool that he also uses a keyboard and mouse on an Xbox. I
hmm
haven't thought to, I mean, you have the ability, but I just haven't thought to do that because I'm not very coordinated and I have little hands. So it's hard for me to like, I need like a little keyboard for me personally. I know you got bigger hands because you're taller, but I'm a little shorty, so I got midget hands. But yeah, I'm sorry, little people hands. I didn't mean to be politically correct, but anyway.
Oh, I knew what you were talking about.
So yeah, so like mental health and gaming. First, we have these generation of consoles coming out, which is, of course, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. And there's supposed to be an Xbox Series S, which I'm guessing is discless. So that way it's a little more affordable if you're a digital gamer anyway. Some people like a physical copy of a game, and that's a-okay. But this year has been such an odd year all around. Not just of the stuff going out outside the your doors, in different states and different countries. Just it's just insanity right now. And because of the way that things are, we haven't had a traditional console launch. Like usually by now, I want to say by like June, July, we know exactly how much the console is gonna be. We know how much we usually already have it pre-ordered. We're already budgeting for whatever console we decide to get, or whether it's one or the other or both. Um, and paying it off little by little. I mean, that's the good thing about GameStop is that you can do that with GameStop. You put your money down and you can pay it little by little, which makes it easier for people on a budget who have to specifically designate a certain amount of money in order to get that paid. But it's now the beginning of September. We still don't know how much these consoles are gonna cost, and it's a little bit. It makes me a little bit anxious. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit nerve wracking because by now I would be like super excited. I'd be pumped. I'd be like, yeah, I got my pre-order in. Did you get yours in? Yes. Xbox, PlayStation, blah blah blah. We'd be like super excited, and I don't feel that excitement this time. Maybe it's just me. Do you feel that way or no?
No,
You
but
don't feel.
but too, I have a ton of games in backlog, so I'm not really pressed basically about the new systems and stuff. Um, I mean, whenever I'm able to, I want to get the Series X, and I'm gonna get that before the PS5, and plus PlayStation on some stupid stuff. So, once it's plentiful and available for anybody, then I'll get a PS5. But as far as getting it day one, I'll just have to wait to play the games that I truly want to play. There's only a few of them anyway that I want to play, the Ratchet and Clank, and then there's that third party game. I totally forgot the name of it now, but it's like that dungeon crawler type game where developers actually stated you will be getting a full game upon launch. That
Mm,
is what I like to hear. Don't be nickel and diming people and everything. Don't be microtransaction people out the wazoo. I will definitely support that developer again once I'm able to, because I don't think it's going to be backwards compatible with PS4. I think it's only going to be on PS5. Um, but other than that, I mean, there aren't really too many games that I'm pressed to get right now for PS5. Plus, my Nintendo Switch backlog is horrendous, and there's still a crap ton of games that I have not opened or unboxed yet that I still need to get to. Not to mention, we have almost an unlimited supply of games to play for quote unquote free. That's a term used loosely for Xbox Game Pass. And yes, I mentioned it in every single podcast that we do because, I used to get mad. I used to legit get mad when yo hubby would mention Game Pass or find a way to mention Game Pass in every freaking video or podcast that we do. I mean, legit, I would be pissed. Like, what? But then when I eventually I want to say I got Game Pass once I got the Xbox. Did I get it on Series X? I mean, sorry, on the Xbox One
I
X.
think you did get it on One X. I think it came with like a free month trial or something like that. I
I
think
don't
you did.
know, but I know that when I eventually got it, the Game Pass Ultimate that I had, I mean not Game Pass Ultimate, but the regular Game Pass, they upgraded it to Ultimate. And
Yes.
I think they do that the very first time. So like if you've never had Game Pass Ultimate before and you have Game Pass and once switch to Ultimate, so like I did have a trial that I put in, but it took the time that I currently had for Game Pass and switched it to Ultimate.
Okay, so let me clarify because what you mean is for the Xbox Live
Yes,
because
Xbox Live.
yeah. So if you've never had Xbox Game Pass before and you currently have Xbox Live on your system, I mean they were doing this for a long time. I don't know if they still currently are because we are good till 2023, so I don't know.
I'm good
But
through March of 2021.
So if you already have Xbox Live and then you went and got or purchased Xbox Game Pass, it automatically upgraded your Xbox Live to Game Pass for for however long you already have it. So it's definitely worth doing if you're gonna do it that way. It's definitely worth it. But anyway, continue.
So basically, once you get like for instance, if you have an Xbox One or Xbox One X and you have Game Pass Ultimate and you decide to buy a Series X, see this stuff is confusing, which is their next gen system, then all you have to do is sign in and you already have games to play right off the bat rather than forking out another 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100 for another game. So there's a caveat for that. And then, of course, with, PlayStation or even the Switch, you purchase the system, you're going to have to buy games for that system. And generally, too, in the box, you normally get like 1 to 3 month Game Pass anyway. So you can go ahead and enjoy game. It'll get you up and running at least for a month or so while you work on possibly, I guess, getting more Game Pass Ultimate to continue. Um, but yeah, anyway, I sound like a fangirl. You know, I, I don't. I mean, you take it how you want to take it, guys. But I have all the systems. I have the PS4. I have the Xbox One X. I have the Nintendo Switch. So and I play them all for different reasons. Although like I've stated before, my PlayStation has actually become a media center at this point, and that's not shade. It's not. I'm not throwing shade at any one company or any one entity or anything like that. But that's just how it is with me. I have been more so on my Switch, then my Xbox One, then the PS4. So, that's just how it is. I've been playing a crap ton on the Switch, and there are games that are available on either system that I choose to purchase on the Switch rather than getting it on either the other two systems because I want that experience on the Switch. There's been so many games that you would never think would come to a Nintendo system that if it's available there, I will get it there. And that is one of the joys of being a multi-console owner. I'm not bragging or anything. All I'm saying is, I know that some people can only do one or the other, but to those of you who do that, don't bash other people for liking or catering to another system more than the system of your choice. You're not paying their bills, they're not paying your bills. How they spend their money is their business, not yours. So, and I'm not saying that to be pissy or mean or anything. I'm just stating facts. Don't get mad because other people choose to play certain games on certain platforms other than your platform. And to the people that are angry that Sony is finally going online, that's dark ages that they're finally deciding to do it now. But the fact that they're, starting to migrate towards online, be happy for that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why would you be mad and angry and threaten employees because they're deciding to go online? As Leslie stated, it's a business. This is what they are going to do. So I don't get the internet. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't get the internet. Just play your games. Play your games, enjoy what you enjoy, and keep it moving. If you spend more time playing your games and less time in other people's business, I guarantee you'll probably have more platinums or whatever it is that you want that in your games than you currently have. So I would say just to keep your head in the games and stay off of social media and stop bashing people for liking something that you may not like. And in all actuality, if you play those particular games, you may like them too. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. for sure. I 100% agree with that. Um, like if I, especially like you and I, several of our friends, we're all multi-console people. It's not to say that if you don't have all of them that you aren't any are we're not that we're any better for having all of them. We just were able to get all of them. That doesn't, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Hello, Stormy. How are you? Stormy said, "Hey." So, let me go ahead and share that. She said, "Hey,
Hey, Storm.
how are you doing today, Storm?" Um, but yeah, I 100% agree. If you are able to get all of those consoles, then hey, it's awesome for you. We don't knock anybody if you can only afford one console. And if we talk shit about a specific console, it's because we probably have it already. So she said she has a site dedicated to video games and health called Mental X Gaming. That's awesome. I I was just telling Lynn, if you've missed it, we were talking about how I wasn't as excited for this next generation of consoles because it just hasn't gone as a traditional launch as like the last generations have, where we are able to already have our stuff pre-ordered, where the tension is built up, we're all excited. Right now we're in September, we don't have any pre-orders in. People uh might need to prepare financially, which I don't think they took into consideration. And so I feel like I just am not as excited about it this time around, which normally I get extremely excited. Like I want to do midnights, which I don't think they even do anymore. They like have you in the place at 9 p.m. and you're out by like 10 because places like GameStop and Best Buy don't want to pay the overtime for people to stay that late. Which I mean, I get it. They're a business. They do what they have to do. Um, and at this point, you wouldn't even want to go to a midnight because you might be afraid of getting sick. So it's just a very odd time. And I don't want to bring down the room because Lynn's having an awesome day, and I never want to bring down anybody's shine. But I've just been on the struggle bus lately, and so here's one thing I wanted to talk about really quickly. Um, because I normally always enjoy gaming and just playing video games in general. I feel like Animal Crossing got me through a very blue time. Um, she said LOL and then made a little heart faces. Um, Animal Crossing got me through a very blue time in the beginning of this pandemic, but I've been having a really hard time struggling, trying to make content, trying to be consistent. I've just been not in a good place mentally. And actually, this morning I saw a video and it said 8 warning signs that you are mentally and emotionally exhausted. And when I tell you, I'm going to go through all 8 of them in case anybody is feeling this way. This was me to a T. So, number 1, you're easily irritated. This is true. Everything is irritating me. Like, you can breathe in my direction, and I'm like, go away. You feel unmotivated. This is also true for me. I really feel like unmotivated. The things that I used to enjoy or really enjoy doing, I don't even want to do anymore. And that includes gaming sometimes. Number 3.
Well, quick thing I would say for people to do is read that book, The Upside of Being Down. Um, it's a mental health book. It was really good. I finished it. Um, so look at that. What's her name? Her last name is Koch.
Jen
Jen,
Koch.
Jen Koch. So look that up. Read that book. She has some good advice also in there as well.
Okay, cool. 3, you experience anxiety or panic attacks. Well, I was diagnosed with chronic anxiety a long time ago, so this is something I normally suffer with, but it's intensified now. You have trouble sleeping. This is also true. I've had major insomnia lately. You have no patience with anyone. Oh, this is definitely like the biggest one for me right now. Just every single thing that anybody says to me or does to me, even if it's not malicious or anything like that, I don't have the patience for BS right now. And then the other one is you experience indigestion, which I'm not going to talk about that, but yes, it's a problem. You cry unexpected. I've also had this problem. And then it says you kind of feel detached from reality. And that is something that I also kind of feel. Now, this particular person had this video, and in the comments, all you hear is, well, how do we fix it? Because apparently I'm not the only one going through this. She hasn't come out with a video on how to fix it, but it's something that I definitely am feeling. And I feel like just being in quarantine and being inside the house has just intensified all of those feelings. And so for me, before, when I felt like that, gaming was an escape. Like I felt like, hey, I can put on a game and it'll take my head out of it. And then, I'll feel better afterwards. And that just hasn't been helping either. I just I just completely don't feel like doing anything. And that's not okay. So I don't know if anybody else has experienced this before. If you have, can you give a girl some tips? Because I would like to get to normal and feeling like, well, not that anything is particularly normal, but me not wanting to create content or to even game or anything like that is not normal for me personally. But it's been a rough year, you guys. It's been a rough year.
Actually, it has. And I think that the COVID has it has affected a lot of us, and maybe in ways that we don't even realize.
Yeah, it sure has, because you know what? I didn't ever think. I mean, I've been experiencing these things. Honestly, oh, hold on. Let me post Stormy's thing. She said, I've really been struggling with anxiety and depression for a while, even though trying to be okay when I'm 100% not. Well, Stormy, I want you to know that it is okay to not be okay.
Yes, contrary to what people think.
It's a hella struggle losing very close family and friends to COVID, afraid to leave the house. I I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Um, my family is in New Jersey, so I can't even see them. Just so many things. Yeah, it's just a lot. It's just really a lot. My family's in New Jersey and New York. I can't travel to see them. My mom works with the elderly, so if I, by any chance caught anything on the way to go see her, she would have to self quarantine for 14 days, and she can't afford to do that. I invited her to my house for Christmas, and she's like, "Well, we'll see where we're at with this by then," and it just like makes me sad that I can't even have my mom for Christmas. It's just a lot. But I try to do the best I can, but it's a real struggle. It's a real struggle. I will say though, Animal Crossing has been my go-to when I'm feeling this way, because I start working on a little project on there and then I start to feel good again. So like yesterday, um I wasn't even gonna stream. Hold on here. She just left to get a COVID test. Oh man. Well, hopefully everything's okay. And the whole thing that bothers me about that too is the actress Alyssa Milano got a negative test 3 times and she still got it. So it's just so new, we don't know what's what. Just know I'm here for you both. Let's game together more. Oh, for sure. Um, we definitely need to. I think that's the biggest thing too. Like back when I was in PMS and stuff, I always had someone to play with, because if I wanted to play with somebody, I would just go to somebody's practice, which I'm not in a clan anymore, so I can't do that anymore. And I'm not really a lot of the people that I used to game with have left PMS. So and then even people that I normally game with are not online anymore because life happens. And some people just decide to go another system, or go to PC or whatever, or just life in general, and don't have time to game anymore, which it is what it is. But I have a friend who I game with all the time, and his boss literally told him, "Oh, you don't have to come back to the office till June 30th, 2021." He basically told him he could work at home until then. Like, are you telling me we're gonna be stuck in this for a whole other year? Because, ooh, it would really be a struggle. But yeah. So, Lynn, how have you been feeling? Because I know you've had today you're feeling great, which is amazing. I'm happy for you and that you're feeling great and amazing. But there have been days where you have been down too. So, like, how do you feel like you can get yourself out of it?
I would say to focus on things that make you happy, or try something that you normally wouldn't try within reason, because of course we are still in a pandemic. Contrary to what some people may think, because people out here acting brand new. Um, but I would say to focus on something that you enjoy, focus on something that you like. Now, me, I've been working on more videos and stuff, more so on my second channel than my primary channel, which I need to get back to doing videos on my primary channel. Um, but that those are things that I'm trying to focus on. Also, my mind tend to veer off back into that. I've lost some people, not physically, but I've lost some people, that were really near and dear to me lately. And, that still hurts. It still bothers me. And I, I'm getting through that. And thank you, Leslie, for being there for me in these situations as well. I would say also it's good to have a system of people that you can talk to. Um, Irregardless to what you may do or whatnot, it's important to have a system of people that you can talk to and vent to without malice, without feeling as if you'll be criticized or um, anything about what you're going through. Because it's good to have a support system, even if it's somebody to just listen, that would just listen. You don't necessarily always want someone to give you a solution to what you're going through, because you yourself have to go through it and get over it. And um, someone's solution may not be your solution. So I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
But I would say, it's a feat to fight, but you have to continue to fight. You have to continue to press and move forward in whatever it is that you do. You may not feel like doing a video today. That's fine. Read a book. You may not feel like reading a book today. That's fine. Work on a painting. You know, I've recently discovered adult paint by numbers. There is an adult paint by numbers, guys. Let me tell y'all something. I started on a painting. It took me at least 3 hours or so, and I have a little teeny tiny section in the corner done on that painting. You know how long it's going to take me to complete this? Something. It is the most relaxing thing ever. Because what I'll do is I'll normally put Spotify on the TV or a phone or tablet or whatever, and then I'm sitting there and I'm working on the painting and I'm listening to the music, and that is relaxing to me. I might not always want to watch TV or read a book or work on a video, but during that time that I'm relaxing and painting, I may get an idea, so I write it down. And I finally found my social media planner bliss too, by the way. So, I found a system that works for me in reference to social media and keeping updated to the videos and stuff that I need to do. Or, it's good to have a system in place. So some people work better with writing things down. Some people work better with dictation. So, you might have an app or something like where you can do little voice memos. So some people work better with that. Me, I work better with writing things down. I've always been old school like that. So in reference to that, then I would rather just write it down, and then I'll have all of my little ideas for the different channels that I have written in one central location instead of a bunch of sticky notes everywhere that I'll lose. So it's good to find some type of normalcy to you. To
Mhm.
me, that's my normalcy. I have everything in one centralized location. So if there's anything that I need to refer back to, I know where it is.
Yeah.
So I think that helps out a lot too. And it helps out because, like Leslie, you were explaining to me how just getting things situated within your home and getting things straightened up and decluttered in your home can help with your mental health as well. And I totally agree with that. So, and Storm, look.
She said Lynn has me cracked more with her vids. I know every time I turn around, she's got a video. I'm like, I gotta
but
catch up.
But let me tell you though, that has been a passion of mine. I greatly, and it doesn't fit with GGT. It doesn't fit with gaming gadgets and technology. So I had to basically revamp my other channel, and it actually became a crafting slash journaling slash whatever channel, stationary. It's like it's
Mhm.
all of that, and that has helped me out a lot. Like I have not been, involved in all this gaming wars and all this other crap. I really don't, be on social media that often, because it's all negative. And, when I am on social media, I'm generally looking at stuff like that. So I might look at somebody's playing with me video, somebody's haul that they did with their like Japanese supplies, or I might watch something like that, or get little ideas of different videos that I myself can work on. And that has helped me out a lot. Like, stay off of social media, like, or declutter your social media. Get
Yeah.
rid of all the negativity that you see on your timeline, even if it's from your family, your friends.
I've
If
started decluttering a lot of my social media, just unfollow people. It's nothing personal. It's just
yeah,
for your
but
own mental health.
yeah, if it's all negativity, like I was seeing so much, um, so many killings of black people, or I was seeing so many like neighborhood fights and all this other stuff. And we as a people got to do better. That's all I'm gonna say in reference to that. Because if we ourselves are not doing better, then how are we going to expect other people to treat us better? But anyway, that's another thing. Um, but we I had to get rid of all that stuff, because if you stay in that, then that is just going to get and it's going to infect your mind. I have found that I was going to sleep and waking up in the middle of the night several times a night with these things in my brain and just popping up right when I wake up. It's the last thing right when I go to sleep, the first thing right when I wake up. And that is depressing. It is debilitating. So I had to get rid of a lot of that stuff. And I'm trying to replace that with positivity. So you have to declutter, starting from in the home to your social medias. Even if it's your family and friends, you're going to have to do that for your mental sanity. Otherwise, it's going to be a downward spiral, and you'll feel as if it's something that you'll never be able to get out of. You have
Yep.
to have a support system, and you have to have means to to get yourself out of that. Like I said, find something that you enjoy to do, whether it's playing video games, whether it's, keeping a journal. You can even do a memory journal. You can put pictures in it. Storm, you have those mini photo printers. You can do a memory journal. Take some pictures, post them in your journal about the picture or whatnot, and you can have that to refer back to. So there's like a lot of different things you can do to put yourself in a different mindset. And if you have quote unquote friends that basically are like, oh, well, this is too much. This is too negative for me. So I'm going to step back. Then were they really your friends?
Yeah.
So I'll just leave it at that.
I 100% agree with all of that. I think my problem is that I'm just burnt out mentally and emotionally, because even prior to the whole thing that's going on right now, I had a lot of personal shit just happening all at once. Like, we lost Josh's grandmother, we had to move out of our house, then we had a problem at our apartment, we had to move out of our apartment, we were like homeless for several months, and I finally got a place to live where I feel comfortable, where I feel at home, and now it's like now I can't even leave my house, and it's overwhelming, and I just like want to have some type of normalcy, and it's kind of hard to do that right now. I don't like to leave my house. I barely do. If I do, it's like once a month. Like, my favorite thing to do, I'm not even gonna lie, my favorite thing to do was to go to the Bullseye Playground at Target. That's the dollar spot. I would go there every week because they change stuff out every week, and look at all the stuff and pick out little stupid silly things. They have planner accessories sometimes, just little home decor things, and that was my happy place. I haven't been to the Bullseye Playground in like 2 months, 3 months. I don't even know. I haven't been to Target in so long. It's not even funny. Because now what do? I order something that I want online. I don't even go inside the store anymore. The same thing with groceries. Like, I barely go grocery shopping. I Instacart everything. And then I have them leave it at my door, and I have them walk away. When they walk away, that's when I go get my groceries. Because I just literally cannot afford to get sick. Like, when I get sick, it's like the world ends. Last year, I spent the entire month of March ill because I got some bacterial flu or something like that. And it just was the worst thing on earth. Like, I felt like I was never going to heal. And so if I get sick with, God forbid, the Rona, it would be too much. It would be way too much. But I like those ideas. Those are some good ideas, Lynn. So thank you for sharing that, because maybe it will definitely help someone. Stormy, you said you were working from home. How is that working for you? I know I saw you have like a separate room in which you work, right? Which was also your little gaming space or whatever.
Her gaming room is nice.
So
It even got a bathroom in it. She ain't got to leave.
I will say, my mom got me an early birthday present. My birthday is not till October, but she got me a mini Keurig because she knows I love coffee, and I've been wanting this dusty rose pink one for like the longest time, but I couldn't justify spending the money. But she was like, "It'll be a birthday present," and I was like, "Okay." So I made my first cup of coffee in it yesterday, and the smell of coffee just filled my room, and instantly I was like, ah. I was
Cafe.
happy. I was
In the
so
cafe.
happy with that one cup of coffee. And yeah, maybe it was just the smell just filling the room. I don't know, but it made me very happy. So I guess it is just looking for the small things that bring you peace. So, I mean, but it's just that, because for me, that used to be gaming, and I feel like it's no longer gaming, but I guess we grow and evolve as people. And so our interests may change, but I've always loved gaming. Like, it's something that I've never not loved. But like I said, Animal Crossing, has been getting me through that. I feel good because I started my island over again. Which, Stormy, you said you started another island over again. You're starting it
Storm,
again.
stop it. You what? Yo, I'm
I
telling you,
will
Storm
say,
probably has the record number of do-overs in Animal Crossing. I don't know how you do it, girl. I don't know how you do it.
and you know what's frustrating to me too is that Nintendo won't let you reset your hours on like a game that you've played. So it still says I have 300 something hours, but I haven't played that particular island for that long. So it's annoying, but Nintendo has to make everything difficult. I do love my island. However, I do wish that the little peninsula section was a little bit bigger so that I could put a house or a store there. I didn't find one that was bigger, but what sold me was that I had a little lake that's shaped like a heart. So I named my island Love Island because of that, not because of the TV show, because I don't care about any of that craziness. Um, and then, I mean, I was like excited to see what I would get in my Nook Miles situation, where they give you the decorations for your island, where you have like the little teacup ride and all of that is horrible. I don't like any of it. Like, if I can get people stuff from their islands, like I want a pink phone booth. I still haven't found that.
Does it exist?
Yeah, I've seen it on people's stuff before.
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen it on people's videos. Um, I did get a pink. I think it was like the drink machine from Josh's mom's island. She got it for me, and there was a couple pink things. Oh, I also got a pink cotton candy machine. But the ones on my island, oh, they're terrible colors or awful. But I'm not gonna restart it because, like I said, I love that little heart thing. And yesterday I streamed Animal Crossing, and to be honest, like I wasn't even going to, but I was like, you know what? I need to find a new villager. Let's go ahead and stream. Plus, I've been having problems with my PC. It's been dropping out during stream, so that gets kind of frustrated. I did a couple updates, so I wanted to test the PC to make sure that everything was working okay. And then I found Judy. Let me tell you something. I've seen streams where people are trying to find Judy, and they go like 90 tickets, 90 Nook Mile tickets in, and still haven't found this girl.
So
And
that's 90 trips.
90 trips. I have
Girl,
seen people
bye.
do this. I have seen people stream for like 8 or 9 hours looking for a specific character. Well, the whole thing was I was like, I have 15 Nook Miles tickets. I have a couple villagers that I do want to
Oh,
get.
you need some more?
Well, I do have to get one more villager.
I can give you some Nook Miles tickets.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
I wonder if I could send them in the mail. If I could send them in the mail, I'll give them to you. Or you could come by.
Okay, cool. Sweet. That'd be awesome. Thank you. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna use these 15 Nook Mile tickets. But I had some Nook Miles, so I used all 15, and then I didn't like any of the villagers, and I was like, I'm not feeling any of you guys. A couple of them were cute, but I wasn't feeling them. I was like, you're not coming home with me, sorry. And then I would take my little item from the island and see if there was a recipe on the ground, and then I'd leave. Um, and then it was like something, let me tell you something. I just have like crazy freaking intuition. Something told me to go to the plaza and go get a couple more Nook tickets. So I was going to get 10, and I was like, you know what? We'll just do 5. And on the very first one out of those 5, so number 16, I got Judy, and I squealed so loud. Josh thought that one of the cats did something. I was like, Judy! Because she's just so cute. And then I'm a little sad because I went to see her house and it's so basic. It's all the wooden block stuff, but like in the pink and blue and green, yellow color. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I was really excited to get her. So now I'm not changing my island because there's no way I'm going to friggin' hunt for like 9 hours to get her back. So yeah, and then I have Ozzy on my island and Gail. I took Gail, but I'm not really crazy about her. There was a couple who I'm gonna switch out. Raymond, not Raymond. I really do want Raymond, but Marshall is the one who's on my island, and his house is so cute, and it's got like he's got a little espresso machine, and he's got the little Italian coffee maker thing, and I'm like, this is an animal after my own heart right here. He's highly caffeinated and ready to rule the world. But and he's got a little tea kettle, like he's all about those hot drinks, and I'm like, okay, I love it. But yeah, so I've really enjoyed, and then I started it from
Does he have a
January
little
1st.
fancy tea set too?
No, but he has the little coffee cup. He has a little coffee cup.
Oh.
So, he's just like, I didn't really want him. He kind of got stuck on my island because it was like the first campsite visitor, and Nook kept telling me to get him to move in. And I'm like, I don't remember Nook being this pushy the first time around. Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention the first time around. So then I tried to change it the day because, I started in January. I tried to change the day, and he was still at my campsite. So I was like, I guess I gotta freaking keep you. So he moved in, and I'm like, damn, Tom Cook getting people to move in without my permission. And I wasn't gonna. That's happened to me on my last island, so I wasn't gonna let that happen again. Um, So yeah, but there are a couple of people that I can do without and they can go. And the people who I've been like really loving. And the funny thing was, Marshall was the first one to ask me already if he should leave, and I didn't realize that was what he was asking me, and I told him to stay. But it's okay, it's fine. I like his little house, so he
Hmm.
gets he gets points for that. But yeah, I mean, I really have been enjoying Animal Crossing a lot. Clearly, I'm back into it. There was a period where I wasn't playing it at all, but I'm back into it again now that I've started over again. And you were talking about your crafting channel and how that's become your crafting channel because, GGT, you can't really put those kinds of videos there. And that's
Well,
kind
it
of how
doesn't
I,
make sense. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
And that's kind of how I feel about my second channel. But the second channel for me is because, I started it during a time where I was trying to kind of forget about all the stuff that was happening in my life. Hold on here. And she said she's gonna restart. Oh, well.
Why, Storm? Why? Why? You done restarted like 50 million,
Well, listen,
2,000.
if you in any of those islands that you restart get a pink phone booth, please let me know. I will pay you the bells for them. But yeah, I mean, I did restart, but what I did was on my Switch Lite, I have my fiance's account on there. So I basically made a character for him and took all of my stuff that I wanted to keep to that island. And now I have a shit ton of stuff still to go get.
Storm,
She said her
you,
OCD will let be great.
you
Oh my
you
gosh.
know that you can cater it to how you want it to be instead
Well,
of
I
you.
understand what she's saying though, because there's certain things about the island that you can't change. So you have to get the perfect island first, and then
Yeah,
which
but they only give you a choice of what? Six?
well, let me tell you something, Storm, and not that I'm like advising you to do this, but I feel like the southern hemisphere islands are shaped better than the northern hemisphere. Just an FYI. But well, it's
But
because
then everything is backwards. So when you sleep, it's daytime.
no. It doesn't work that way. It works seasonal differently.
Oh,
So in the fall, it's like spring, summer, and in the
okay.
winter, yeah. So it's seasonally differently, but the time is still the same.
Okay.
Um, which I actually thought that the time was going to be different. That's why I wanted it southern, but it wasn't different. So, like for instance, the way the water flows off the island into the water, like those positions, um, can be a little bit of a pain in the ass if you have like them dividing up your island because you can't change that. If your little peninsula thing is the skinny one and not the bigger one, because the bigger one will fit a building on it, the little one will not. So you would have to like put flowers or something there. Right now, I have like one of those little outdoor bath thingies there, but I wanted that bigger and I just couldn't find it. And she said she's definitely gonna try that. May need to change hemispheres. Yeah, I feel like they're shaped a little bit differently on the southern hemisphere, but that could just be me.
It's
So
already falling on my island, and it's still summer.
yeah, well, because they're getting ready for fall. And that's another thing too. Like this is my favorite time of year. Like fall. I mean, granted, Virginia doesn't really get that much of a fall. I don't feel like. I feel like it doesn't really start to get like colder till like November here, just because by now it's like 60 in New Jersey and New York. So, to me, we don't really get that fall weather till like November, but I love fall. That is my favorite time of year. Yes, I am one of those basic bitches who loves pumpkin spice everything.
I do too. Pumpkin spice, baby.
I've already had like
Hey,
3 pumpkin spice lattes.
I'm about to pull out the candle too, girl.
She said fall's a freaking best. But yeah, see, you go to North Carolina, so you got the same kind of like weather that we do.
She's not
Um,
far from us.
oh, okay. I'm actually close to the border of North Carolina,
Oh
believe it or not.
Lord, look, Leslie, you see that, don't you?
Oh my gosh, I just you know what I'm gonna laugh right now because you said you hate pumpkin spice. But I was laughing because I saw this video and it said 3 of the ingredients in pumpkin spice are made to ward off evil people. So if you hate pumpkin spice,
Ooh,
baby,
poor
ooh,
me.
no. No, but that's just a video.
Oh,
That's just meant for fun. But yeah, oh, that made me laugh. You hate pumpkin spice though? Oh, you don't know what you're missing. I love it.
girl, what's wrong with you? Maybe that's why me and Leslie get along so well.
I do. I saw a recipe for pumpkin cheesecake and I'm like, ooh, I'm making this.
Oh, that sounds good. I want some.
uh,
Oh, your daddy live here?
oh.
Hey, now look, we ain't
She said
talking.
pumpkin spice is trash.
Stop it.
Oh, well, what's your favorite ingredient? Well, listen, I love this time of year because first comes the pumpkin spice,
Well,
and then
I
comes
normally
the
get the
mint
pumpkin
stuff.
spice. That's probably the only time I go to Starbucks. I'll get the pumpkin spice latte, and then I'll get some pumpkin bread.
Well, girl, you can also go to Dunkin' Donuts because their pumpkin spice lattes are just as good and they're half the price.
Or I likes Dunkin' Donuts. I likes it.
You're a
Sweet
sweet potato
potato.
kind of girl. Oh, I
Yeah,
love
I
sweet
like sweet
potatoes
potato
too.
too.
Yeah, I
I
do
mean,
too.
if you looking at pies, I would prefer a sweet potato pie.
Yeah, me too. I don't really like pumpkin pie. I just like
No,
pumpkin spice.
yeah,
But yeah, I could agree with that. But yeah, this is my favorite time of year because those are my 2 favorite things. It's pumpkin spice. Like it's so much that my cats are named Pumpkin and Spice. Okay, but I did it as a joke at first, but it really does fit their personalities.
yes, Dunkin' over Starbucks. I
Yes.
agree because Dunkin' is more cost friendly.
Don't get me wrong, I love a good Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, but I had the Dunkin' Donuts one first this year, and it's just as good.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I prefer Dunkin' over Starbucks to be honest. And I've been to Dunkin' more than Starbucks, and I still have a $20 gift card for Starbucks. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, and I also love their pumpkin donuts and pumpkin muffins. Oh, they're really good.
Mm.
Hmm. So, but yeah, so my favorite time of year is this time of year because I get all the pumpkin spice stuff, and then come November, December, I get all of the peppermint stuff. I love mint too. That's another thing. So
Yeah.
this time of year is like my favorite time of year. Whereas like I get all of my favorite goodies, and then I'm over here like maybe I should start keto. Who am I kidding? Yeah, they do have more flavor. I think so too. But I have let me see here. She adore yeah, I love hoodies
Girl, I
season
love a
too.
good hoodie. I ain't lying. I love me a good hoodie.
Mhm.
That's
Me
for
too.
sure. It's like getting a hug all the time.
Yeah, for sure. And then they have like those teddy bear hoodies that have like ooh the soft and cuddly material. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Mm.
But
I want a snuggie. I want a like a onesie. I want a onesie
well, I
that
have my Care
that's
Bear
nice and
onesie.
soft with the feet in it.
She said even though I won't be leaving, well, I don't have the feeties, but I do have a Care Bear onesie.
Oh, I
And it,
do. I want a onesie. I want a onesie, and I want it to have like the little mittens in it. And
oh,
I
that's
wanted to have the
cute.
hoodie part to it, and I wanted to have the little butt thing where you could just undo the butt flaps so you can use bathroom. No, you ain't gotta take all your clothes off, just use bathroom. I want
That's
it.
so funny. I love it. I don't think they make those like that anymore.
They probably don't, but I want one. I want a onesie so I could be like nice and comfy and soft all day. Target. Target got them.
Oh, she has a Minion onesie and a Mickey one. Yeah, I
I
have
got
a
your
Care Bear
cute
one.
in your little onesie. Oh,
I love them. I love them so much.
Storm. What you mean flat onesies? What's a flat onesie?
Um. Oh, she means like the ones that don't have the back part, I guess, right? So you can go
The
to the
ones that
bathroom and
do
stuff.
or don't?
That don't, they don't have them because they're just the ones that you have to like full on take off in order to
Yeah,
go to the
I don't want
bathroom.
to take all my clothes off just to use the bathroom. Then you're getting cold. It's like you get cold. See, let me tell you how my house works is, and I'm not kidding. It's always cold down here. So like even now, I have my heat set. I mean, my air set to like 76. I guess, but it's still cold. Like it's cold down here all the time. In summertime, in the wintertime, even when I had the heat on, it's still cold down here. So I have to keep bundled up and even wear like the little like the cushiony socks and stuff. So that's why I say I want like a nice little onesie that I could put on and be nice and comfy in my little, because I ain't gotta worry about, I don't want to have to take the whole thing off to use the bathroom because then I'm freezing. So it's like, because like I said, it's always cold. It's comfy upstairs, but it's cold as hell down here all the time. All year round, it's cold. And
Yeah.
that's weird, but that's how it is. Like now, I'm cold. My feet are cold. I'm about to put my socks on. My hands are cold. My nose is not cold, but yes, I hate it. So you said the butt flap is not a good thing to have in a onesie. Okay, well that's good to know. But I don't want to have to take all my clothes off to use the bathroom. And essentially, that's what you'll have to do if you have on a onesie. Or at least give me a snuggie. That way you can just lift it up. Give me a snuggie onesie. I want a snuggie onesie. Do they still have those? I will take it.
Yeah, they still have the Snuggies, I think.
I want it. I want a snuggie onesie then. It sounds like a Disney
I
movie.
love it though. Listen, I'm all about being comfy and cuddly.
Yeah.
I'm forever in like my pajama pants.
My mom was always watching the QVC and she got me one of those it's like a hoodie but it's for you to wear when you're cold like in the house.
Yeah.
It's an oversized hoodie. So like it's long in the back and
Oh,
it's
that's cute.
and it's got that wool type stuff in it. I mean, it's like it's soft or
Yeah.
whatever, but it's extremely poofy and it's for you to wear, lounging around the house or whatever. I might have to pull that sucker out the closet and start wearing it. Yes, I have one of those. I'm telling you though, Storm, you're gonna get hot. I get hot in that. So I end up having to tear it off. It's so thick. It's very thick, but it's really soft. And it's like a big old hoodie, but like I said, it's longer in the back. Yes, it will. It will have you burning up. I have to rip it off, after like not even a half an hour because you get so hot. But I like it. It's really nice.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I don't know. This has been a weird, really weird time for everything, and I think I just need to find a way to get out of the mental exhaustion that is going on.
I think
And
you're focused on too many things at once.
I mean, that could possibly be
I
the
think
case.
you should like make a list and then tackle one thing at a time and fully focus on that one thing instead of trying to do everything at once.
Yeah, I agree. I believe that is part of the problem too. But I just, like I said, I haven't been motivated, and I just need to get motivated.
I would just
Um,
say to do baby steps. Take baby steps. Do something every day that will get you closer to that ultimate goal that you're trying to do.
yeah, I agree.
Because you're at least doing something rather than doing nothing at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. I'm sorry, my tablet's about to die.
plug it up. Plug it up. Plug it up.
Hang on a second here. Oh gosh.
Speaking, where's my battery at? Oh, okay. I still got like 2 hours left.
Okay. So there we go. We are plugged in. Yeah.
Oh, I want to speak a little bit about some tech.
Okay, go for it.
So I was actually able to pre-order the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus in the Mystic Bronze. So I really want I've never had a Galaxy Tab and I've always wanted one, a Samsung branded one. So this will be my first one. And I've scoured the internet and watched every single video I could watch on the Tab S7 and the S7 Plus. I haven't seen too many in Mystic Bronze. I've seen a few. One thing is though that with the folk overseas, a lot of them get the book cover for free. Now, how that works is like we can essentially get it for free too. What it is you have to pre-order it through Samsung's website. And once you pre-order it through the Samsung's website, then you will get a quote what they call a bundle discount and they'll take all but maybe $1 or two off. So essentially you'll be getting it for free if you add it to the cart along with your tablet. And but I just want to say that I'm super excited about it. It is a hefty purchase. To me, it's a hefty purchase. To you, you said it's cheap, but to me, being somebody who's never paid more than what $150, $200 for a tablet, this is an expensive purchase for me. But I'm super excited for it. I think that's going to be like one of the main focuses of GGT coming forward is using that in various ways. I'll be using it and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Um and that'll be like a tech item that I'm highly, highly looking forward to. I'm like super excited about that.
Yay! I know this was something that you were a little bit nervous about because of the price, but
Oh yeah.
coming from someone who just got an iPad Pro in like a 1 terabit, you got a nice sweet deal. You got a nice sweet deal.
Well, this time, but this one around though, I think I ended up paying $72 for the tablet, which is still not bad because it's like 220 some dollars.
Yeah. Oh, for the case, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah.
case, the keyboard case.
Yeah.
Oh my
See,
God, Storm! I have been a Samsung person for years. This is my third year because after I moved from the iPhone and I went back to Android, I went to Samsung. And I've been Samsung ever since. But I have not upgraded my phone. I still have a Note 8, but I do have the Galaxy Watch Active 2. They got a Watch Active, not active, but they have a Watch 3 that's out now. I don't care for that. You know, it's really not much different than the Active 2, except it has that rotating bezel. So I am completely engrossed in the Samsung ecosystem. and like you guys are with Apple. And to have the tablet added to that is just strictly amazing because I could still answer phone calls on the tablet. Um, and the front facing and the rear facing cameras are really good for a tablet. So you can essentially do Zoom calls, whatever, using the tablet. Now, how many tablets can you actually do that with? Not many. Everyone that I've seen that have done comparisons with the Samsung and the Apple say it is an Apple contender. So, Android finally has a tablet that can actually stand up to an iPad. And strictly no one has had anything absurdly negative to say about the Galaxy Tab S7 or S7 Plus. So I feel confident in the purchase and I feel that it's going to last a good little while. And those that have the Tab S6 was basically stating there's really no need of getting the Tab S7 if you have an S6, aside from the latency issue with the S Pen or whatnot. But you can essentially do everything you can with the S7 that you can with the S6.
Oh, well, the Samsung is way better than like those LG. Like even I think Josh was looking at the LG Velvet and he was like, no, like the Samsung's way better when it comes to being a contender to Apple for sure. Even
And
though
as
it's
far
like,
as productivity,
yeah, for sure.
Samsung is a productivity brand.
I mean, what I do like about this generation of
Like the
Samsung, I
Note.
mean, I know it was available in the last generation of Samsung, but in this one, you have DeX and you don't need like the actual device. You can just plug it into your computer and go. Whereas before you needed that device, which cost money.
Yeah. Like with
Um,
my phone, since it's a Note 8, I do need the actual DeX, the
you do,
actual component.
yeah,
But like with Note 9 and up, you don't. You can literally just plug in your phone using the cable and then you can actually get to DeX that way. But with my phone, I have to actually use DeX. But with the tablet, it's wireless. So I wouldn't have to worry about it.
yeah, that's cool then.
Hmm.
That's really cool. The only thing about with me, for instance, because I'm in the Apple ecosystem and I'm a Windows user, like there's certain things that I have to download separately. Like I have, okay, because my biggest thing is I love AirDrop. Samsung has that now. They didn't before, but they call it something else. For those of you who are Samsung users and don't know what AirDrop is, so basically you can take a photo, a document, a website, and send it to any other Apple device next to you. It could be your friends if they have AirDrop turned on. It could be yourself. Let's say if I want to send a picture to my iPad to edit it or a video, I can go ahead and do that easily with no problem. But because I'm a Windows user, I have to have this app, which I actually paid like $10-$20 for. I don't even remember how much it was, which will allow me to plug in my device and transfer my photos and only photos to the computer, but it doesn't work vice versa. So if I wanted to transfer from my PC to um, my iPhone, I can't do that.
It's called Quick Share.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yes, Quick Share. We call it AirDrop.
It came out on the Galaxy S20 phones.
Yeah. So, Josh recently got the Note 20 Ultra. He loves the dang thing. I haven't been able to play with it much because he won't let it go. Because what I really wanted to try was the live they call it live what is it called? Live portrait, I think it's called. But it's basically where you can record a video and it does that bokeh in the background. For you non-photography people, bokeh is when you are the main focus and everything behind you becomes blurry.
I love that. That's really cool.
So they added that to the Note 20 Ultra as live video, which normally like iPhone and stuff has it for photos. They call it portrait mode, but it's never been done on a phone for video. Because for that I'm going to get into really geeky photo stuff, but for that you need a lower aperture, because the lower the aperture, the more light goes in. So like usually something with an f-stop of like 1.4, 1.8 will do that. But like the higher f-stops won't do that. You won't be able to get that blurry background. So the fact that they put it in the phone as part of video is so cool. But yeah, I'm sorry, I like got off on a photography tangent. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I want to be able to play with his phone and check it out. I don't have any new tech to talk about, but I did get this folding desk situation that I can use on my bed, which I'm actually pretty excited for because this seems to be my island nowadays. So I can actually just prop it up, right? And then because my iMac doesn't work anymore, I still have the mouse and keyboard from them. And because the iPad Pro has keyboard and mouse capability, like before the iPad Pro didn't have does the 2018 model have the mouse capability? I don't know, but the 2020 version does. And so I can basically connect them via Bluetooth on my iPad and use them. So I'm excited because I found them in my bin of tech stuff, and I'm just gonna try to use that and see if I can get some video edited from bed. What the hell? So
Mm,
that got me pretty excited. Have you played any new games recently or no?
no. Um, no. I
Yeah.
mean, just there's Spellbound on the Switch. It is a free to play game. It is a battle royale type game with magic.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So that can be something. Now I don't like battle royale games, but this is actually fun. I like it.
Oh, actually, now that you say that, Lynn has been playing that as well.
Yeah, I've been playing that on the Xbox. But as far as the Switch, I haven't played like an actual game yet. I'm still in tutorial stages because I want to get those controls down pat before I go into an actual battle royale game and get owned. Um, but yeah, I would say you can try the game Spellbound.
She said Spellbound didn't hit for her.
Okay.
Um, I haven't tried it, so I couldn't speak towards it, but I'll have to give it a try, especially if it's free to play. I've actually been
Oh, it
back
is.
to playing Tetris 99.
Hey,
I think.
pretty soon you'll be able to play Mario like that.
Oh, I know, that's so cool. But yeah, I've been really into playing Tetris 99 again. I get to like 21 because I do the one where the battle royale where you play against the 99 other people. They have other modes, but I honestly haven't unlocked those. I think you need to pay to unlock those.
Have you been playing the Tetris effects? You know where you can actually win money by
No.
battling
Oh, you know
players?
what? I have to re-download that because I had it on my other iPad and I never downloaded it again. She said she's excited for the Mario one. She doesn't do
That
battle
is
royale
true.
games though.
Mm-hmm.
But well, I mean, for Tetris though, it doesn't feel like a battle royale game though.
No,
It
it don't.
does. It's like playing regular Tetris. The only difference is that people can attack you.
Yeah.
So which adds just more levels to your stuff and just makes it a little bit harder to like continue. I mean, like I said, I've gotten to 21, which is not very good to me. Like I want to be in the top 10 at least, but
I've gotten there before. I think it was like number 6 or something, and then I died. So,
well, I did like when it first came out, but then I didn't really touch it that much again, and now I've been back into it.
but
I yeah.
Nintendo, I'm gonna tell you, Nintendo people, I don't think people have been saying anything too negative about Nintendo lately, aside from them not having an actual direct in a while. But Nintendo, I'm telling you, they are the most creative when it comes to their peripherals, and the fact that they came out with a flipping RC car game, and it's like, dude, I want it. you know, and you can literally see Mario riding around your house in a freaking RC car. That is so freaking cool. Yes, my inner child is peeking out from behind the curtains right now. I have always liked RC cars. I mean, when I was little, I used to play RC cars. And then when my little brother was little, I used to buy him RC cars so I could play them. And so that right there is like a really, really cool cool thing that they came out with where you can play as either Mario or Luigi, and everybody that play has to have their own car, and you can literally like play Mario Kart live in your own home.
Yeah, it's
Like,
really
who
cool. I do
thinks
love
of
that.
that?
They definitely think out of the box. They're definitely innovative with stuff, you know? So it makes it cool because it's probably geared towards children, but you know, as adults, we're like, hell yeah, we love
Yeah, I mean, come on.
So Stormy said she has 2 pre-orders for Mario or All Stars. Hell yeah! I played the hell out
Why
of
you get
64.
two? Why you get two? Oh, and if you look, I've already seen where people are selling quote unquote all stars on eBay for 100 and up. And now this game is a limited, it's not okay, I'm not gonna say it's limited run as far as the company, but it is a limited run game where they're only offering both the physical and digital versions up through March of next year. After that, it's no longer available.
Okay. I mean, I get it then. Why? She said because she needs a, she needs a backup in case she play one to save. Okay.
Look, I ain't even mad at you because let me tell you something. When Breath of the Wild came out, I bought Breath of the Wild for the Wii U, never opened it, and I bought Breath of the Wild for the Switch, played it.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you. I wouldn't want to pay that either.
Yeah. Now I just hope that Amazon don't go on this trend and start canceling pre-orders again like they did before. Like I hate that. I've had that happen to me quite a few times to where I pre-ordered through Amazon and they'll cancel it. Unfortunately, we've had to cancel your item due to limited stock, but then it's still available, but it's at scalper prices now. And I
Yeah.
have pre-ordered it.
Hmm.
So that right there is my dilemma. And I hope that it won't be an issue because if I don't get that pre-order, I probably won't be able to get the game for a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's available on the Switch
I don't
and
want
digital.
that. I
I
want
know.
the physical.
Yeah, I know. You're all about the physical.
Uh-huh.
But I love the I used to play the crap out of Super Mario 64. I actually never played the other two, so I'm actually pretty excited to try them. I've also been playing because you know when you have the Nintendo Online, you can play NES games and Super NES games. I started playing Dr. Mario like 2 or 3 days ago, and that was fun too because it took me back.
But I want that game called Fuser as well. I saw Red Infamy. She actually interviewed the developer, or one of the developers for the game Fuser. It's going to be out on all systems, and that is a rhythm-based game. They were actually speaking about games. You know, you remember like the PS3 game, PS3 game, the little DJ game where you had the DJ mixer game or
Yes,
whatever.
I do remember that.
So I assume I don't know, but I assume it's probably the same people who made that game. Don't quote me on that because I really wasn't really, you know, looking at what he really had a lot, you know, to say because I was more so looking at the gameplay of the game, and I am so looking forward to that. I don't know when it's coming out, but hopefully it'll come out sometime this year. But yes, that and Super Mario 3D All Stars are games that will be absolutely fun to play, like for sure.
You've
Can't
never
wait.
played Dr. Mario? Well, you can if you have as long as you have Nintendo Online, you can play it the NES version or the Super NES version. The DJ game was definitely fun. I miss a good rhythm game, so that's awesome that it's a rhythm game because we have like just dance. Those are fun games, but you know what I would love for someone to do? Like, can we make a new version of Dance Dance Revolution? Because I would totally get that.
Mm.
I used to be the queen of DDR.
That would be a way to lose weight too.
Yeah, man, I used to love I used to play the shit out of DDR. Oh, sweet. So yeah, you can go to their go to the eShop and then go to online, Nintendo Online, and you can download both. It'll have the controllers, so you can do the NES and the Super NES, and when you click on them, it'll take you to the library of games for all of those consoles that they have available. But yes, DDR, I used to love it so much. I used to spend hours playing that. And it was a good workout. I was skinny back then. Oh my gosh, yes. Um, I I don't know if you guys ever seen Grandma's Boy. Have you ever seen that? It's about a video game developer company. And it's very raunchy. It's extremely hilarious. But there's like one version where they used to like battle each other, um, in the cafeteria, and somebody was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you now. It's Dance Dance Revolution." So the guy's like, "Oh my god, I don't know if I can do this." So the guy is dancing like really soft and mellow, and he's like, "All right." So the guy is like the DDR king, and he like battles him, and he has it on like high speed, and he like hits every mark, and he's going like super fast. I'm like, that was me with DDR. But yeah, if you've never seen that movie, check it out. It's really funny, and it's about game developers. Oh my gosh, but yeah, oh man, I used to have such a good time with DDR, but they don't make those anymore. Even like Wii Fit, like I know they have like the ring thing, which I still need to get. But like even
Girl,
if they had a Wii
Ring Fit
Fit,
will have you in the floor huffing and freaking sweating and everything. That is the ultimate body workout, in my opinion. But that's because I'm fat and out of shape. But yeah,
the only thing I did not like about the Wii Fit is that when you would get up on that little board that also acted as a scale, even
yeah,
if you were small, it would go,
yeah.
ow, it would go, ow. Like, I'm not hurting you. I'm not, why are you making me feel like that? He said, bro, Ring Fit is no joke. See, I
No,
have to
it's
get
not.
it.
That's why I love it. I really do. I like it. I mean, and it's so like the backgrounds and stuff is so pretty. Yes, I do want another Wii Sports game. Cause shoot, let me tell you, when I played the boxing, like I would literally wake up the next day and be in freaking pain. Like my arms would be so freaking sore. And and I would be sore for like 2, 3 days just from doing the boxing. So it gets you up and moving, and you don't. It's like you getting a workout, but you don't really know it. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
make it fun. So you're not concentrating on the pain. You concentrating on I need to knock this fool out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
they make it fun to work out. Nintendo is amazing when it comes to stuff like that. I hope they come out with more. I want to see more from them.
Yeah. I feel like they're gonna start to come out with more stuff as the time goes on. So hopefully it'll just be fun and like you said, just give you a good workout. But yeah, that used to annoy the crap out of me. Ow! Like, no, I did not hurt you. Stop it. You hurt my feelings. Oh my goodness gracious. But yeah. So is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
I have nothing in particular.
Yeah. I kind of like you said, sometimes it's just good to vent it out. Maybe that's all I needed to do. But I definitely was feeling a certain way. Um, and I just, wanted to talk about it in case anybody else is feeling the same way because I like for people to know that they're not alone. Okay. I got you. It's okay. Alrighty. So,
We're about to end the podcast anyway.
yeah, we are. So, make sure you do that because she probably will. How are they doing the testing by you? Some places they do it right in your car. They don't even let you inside. So, hopefully, it'll be okay. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Well, hopefully, it'll be a-okay. We're sending good vibes your way. We want negative, 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 negative tests. That's the only time we want negatives, right? Is when it's the test is negative. But yeah. So I think that's about everything that we wanted to talk about today.
Mm,
I hope that if you are listening later on, that you enjoy the podcast, and I will continue to tell everybody that if you want to be a part of the podcast, please leave us a comment, send us a message on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you feel comfortable doing so. And oh, no problem. Yes, we should definitely all talk later. And then go ahead and feel free to leave us a message. And if you want to be featured on our YouTube channel, because we still want to get that set up, then please do the same. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the podcast, and we will talk to you next week. Don't forget, it's the same time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays, unless there's any foreseen issues, which we're trying to keep it till 1 p.m. on Sundays, right, Lee?
mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, do you want to go ahead and say goodbye to
Bye, people.
everybody? Bye.